goodness. I think we're live. Mm-hmm. You gotta put it. Hey, Sister Michelle, how you doing today? Hope you had a good day. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Sister Evelyn Lane, how are you tonight? Hope y'all had a great day.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Hey, Tawanda Green, good evening. Thank y'all for jumping on. All right, y'all like and share, like and share, like and share. Thank you. Thank y'all for getting on. Good evening. Drop your name in the chat so we can say hello.
Hey, Tawanda.
Hey, Sister Karen. Love you too. Love you. I had a good time with y'all last night. It was a good time. Thank y'all so much. We had a good time. Yes, yes. Proud of you, Sister Michelle. So let's talk about. All right. Hey. Thank y'all for getting on, family. Welcome back to Real Talk with the Taylors, where love, faith, and hope meets real life. Glad that y'all got on. I'm excited that y'all are here this evening. We have another really interesting topic. You know, as always, we're here to just enlighten, to just bring awareness and talk about real life stuff. So Thank y'all for jumping on.
This is the day the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. Glad to have you on tonight. We just got excited to have you here with us tonight.
And so tonight our topic, we're going to talk about a topic. If I don't know, hey, Sister Robin Collins, I'm really, I want to talk about this topic because y'all know, if you have not already purchased my book, The Cost of Integrity, then we're going to talk about integrity tonight. We're going to touch on integrity. We're going to talk about it. And so, you know, you have the people that are quiet and they mind their own business and they don't do anything. David, he's that person, right? He minds his own business. But he also minds his integrity, right? And so today we're going to talk about what's been like the theme of our life, the theme of our lives together as a couple, and then just individually, the theme of our lives that God has built us into is just integrity. Okay.
And it's the kind that reveals who you are, even when nobody's watching, nobody's clapping, nobody's applauding for you. It's holding your integrity even during those times when you're by yourself. That's when your integrity really shows up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not talking about the Instagram version. We're not talking about the Instagram, the Facebook version, not the be blessed, be great version, right? We're not talking about that version, but the costly, lonely, real life. God, are you serious right now? We're talking about that version, that kind of integrity. Hey, Sister Pinky.
Hey, Pinky. The kind that Job had. Job lost everything he had. He lost his family. He lost his children. He lost his possessions. He lost his wife. He lost his health. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that Job maintained was his integrity.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about what integrity really is, right? Okay. Let's start real simple. Integrity is not perfection. Integrity is not perfection. Integrity is when your inside matches your outside and your values matches your actions. It's who you say you are matches what you do. Yeah. That's what integrity is.
And it's really, my definition of integrity is being exactly who God called you to be, or exactly who God created you to be.
Yeah. And like you said, David, it's not, and it's when it's not convenient. It's not convenient. And when the room gets quiet, when everybody else stops clapping for you, it's that kind of integrity. Yeah. So psychologists actually say they call this particular integrity self-congruence. Okay, in research it shows that
Self-what?
Self-congruence. Okay. Self-congruence. Self-congruence. And research shows that when your actions match your values, your brain actually reduces stress. Literally, your nervous system calms down. And you know why, David?
Why is that?
It's because you're not performing.
Just being yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just being whole. You're being yourself. You know how if you are if there's a play or something you're acting, then you get nervous when you're up in front because you're nervous because that's not authentically who you are. But when that integrity is showing forward, then you don't have to have that nervousness because you're just being authentically who you are.
So it's basically goes back to what we said earlier. It's not what you do, it's who you are.
Absolutely. Yep. And you know what? Integrity, it brings peace, even in situations that don't. So even if the situation don't bring peace, just having integrity brings you peace. So let's do a reflection question just based on that. What is one area in your life where your actions don't fully match your values right now? We just saying for right now, because this is with no shame, just awareness. Yeah. Awareness is the first step to integrity. Just being aware is the first step to integrity.
I think that's with anything in life, though, just to understand that where I am and understand that I need help in this particular area. That's the first step in anything in life, right? Yeah,
I think so. And I think that just even with my recent conversation with my adult children, hey, good evening, Sister Webb, that, right now it may not be there, but eventually it'll line up, right? Just being aware of it will help you to make it line up.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, all right, so let's talk about a personal story, and let's talk about just leadership. A lot of times when you're in a leadership role, and we're all in leadership, actually, we're all in leadership. And sometimes leadership will test your character. It absolutely will test your character. It will test your patience, and sometimes it will test your sanity.
Yeah. Tell it. Talk about it.
Yeah. So I remember a season where, a season for me, a season for us, where we had to stand, right? We were standing, and when you're standing in integrity, sometimes you're not going to be supported. And sometimes you're going to be treated like you're the problem. And, if y'all know David, y'all know he's not loud. He's not disrespectful. He is honest. And he still got treated like he was a problem.
And sometimes when you're walking in integrity, don't be surprised if your feelings get hurt.
Yeah.
If people do things to test your integrity. Mm-hmm. If the bottom falls out, you still have to maintain your integrity, just like Job did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But in those seasons, David, what I learned that integrity may cost you approval, but it will always protect your destiny.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It may cost you approval, but it will always protect your destiny. And people can misunderstand you. People can lie on you, people can exclude you, people can retaliate, but they cannot take your character. They cannot take your character.
And that's the only thing you can give away. You can give away your a lot of things in life, but the one thing you cannot give away is your integrity.
Mm-hmm. And David, you know, one thing I appreciate. Hey, Sister Toy. Hey, Sister Felder. Appreciate that, you know, in those times for me, your integrity, you didn't fold. You didn't fold. You didn't change to fit somebody else's comfort, because the truth doesn't need adjusting. And when you stand on integrity, it doesn't need adjusting. So I definitely appreciate that.
Well,
so
I wouldn't say I admire your the way you stand up in different situations, because I've seen where your integrity was questioned as well on the job several times. That tears you in situation now even where your integrity was questioned and you stood tall even in the midst of those situations. Mm-hmm. So watching you has helped me even to learn how to stand in those kind of situations.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I can tell you that, you know, just growing up, I don't know if y'all tell me this. Do y'all think integrity is something that's instilled in you, or is it something that you grow into? Or will life cause you to have integrity? How do we build our integrity, y'all? What's your opinion? How do we build integrity?
I think it's something that's ingrained in you. It's something that's, like I say, God created us to have integrity. That's who He created us to be, and I think it's ingrained in us. And I think the circumstance of life will cause you to lose that what God has already instilled in you.
Mm-hmm. But I think that, you know, I kind of agree in some ways, because I think, as you know, God has given us the something we call the conscience, right? Yeah. And so that conscience will, you know, when you're feeling guilty, and then the older you get or the more you do wrong, then you begin to kind of lose your conscience, right?
Yeah, I think it's how you handle life situations that causes your integrity to diminish. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how you handle those things. So I think it grows us. Okay, I think we grow into it. Okay, all right, that's good, y'all. Okay, so now let's talk about different kind of integrity. We talked about the integrity in leadership, right? We talked about that sometimes integrity is not arguing. Sometimes integrity is not clapping back. Sometimes integrity is not proving anything. Just staying aligned with your values. And that's what it's about. Just staying aligned with your values. She said, experiences teach us to stand. Amen. She said, understanding your worth. Absolutely.
Sister Mingo said,
I equate integrity with honesty and truth. Yes, absolutely. And we said that in the beginning. Integrity is not perfection. It's not being perfect, but it's making sure that your walk line up with your talk.
And you have to ask the question: would God be okay with how I handled that situation? Did I do the right thing in those circumstances where God will be okay with how I handled it? Because remember, God is watching everything we do.
Mm-hmm. And I think if your answer to that is no, then I think we need to fix it. Yeah. If God is pleased with that, what was your question? Yeah.
Would God be okay with how I handle that situation?
And if the answer is no, then we need to fix it. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Okay, so let's look at some research, y'all. Harvard did a leadership study, and it found that integrity is the #1 trait people trust in leaders, above intelligence, above charisma, and above your communication skills. People value integrity. Why do we think they value integrity? Why do you think people value integrity?
Because people like consistency. Mm-hmm. They want to be able to trust the people that are leading you, mm-hmm. that are in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I agree with that too. All right, y'all. Why do y'all think it's why do y'all think that people value, the research say that people value integrity over in leaders over intelligence, charisma, and communication skills? Why is that integrity important? Why is it important for you and your leader, integrity? And y'all, there's some more research that says that integrity reduces anxiety because you're not living a double life. It says there's no fear of being found out. So you don't have to, if you be your authentic self, you have integrity, there's no fear of being found out.
Gotta be looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, because you're not hiding. Yeah. You're not hiding. You're not hiding.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about integrity in marriage. Woo! Let's talk about integrity in marriage. Okay, so this is where integrity meets accountability. Right?
Okay, go on.
Sometimes you grow into integrity. I think it speaks for truth and honesty. Yes. Okay, so listen, y'all. Integrity in marriage isn't just about big decisions. It's about the little things. It's about the little things. It's about, did you say what you meant? When you say it, do you mean it? It's about, did you keep your word? It's about, did you apologize when you did mess up? Or when you messed up, did you apologize? And it's about, did you show up emotionally, not just physically?
Okay, why are you looking at me?
And sometimes integrity is saying, I didn't handle it the right way. Let me correct it. That's integrity.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's not perfection. It's knowing that we are going to mess up. And when you do mess up or you don't handle things the right way, then we need to correct it, right?
It's integrity just to admit I was wrong, that I made a mistake. That shows integrity as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, integrity is not your temperament, right? Integrity is not your temperament as an excuse to mistreat somebody, your spouse or person in your relationship. Integrity is not an excuse to mistreat someone. So I want you to ask yourself this, y'all. Where can I show integrity in my marriage or relationship? And if you're not married, it could be any relationships. Where can you show integrity in your relationships? With your friends or family? I know that one way that you can show integrity for me is sometimes I have this habit of so I have lots of siblings. I ain't gonna say how many because some are gone. I have lots of siblings. And sometimes I find myself not telling one of them the truth and then telling the other one the truth. Meaning like I would be honest and tell one, I don't do to the other if they were wrong too. So I think that's one way.
But why not? You were afraid of their response?
No, not necessarily afraid of their response. Just I handle them different because they're different people. But I think that's not having integrity if I can tell one, the honest to God truth and then don't tell the other one. And maybe it is not wanting to hurt their feelings. The chat says sometimes you grow into integrity. Oh, wait. She said, I think it speaks for truth and honesty. Tony said, be honest about your feelings and be supportive. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So let's look at some, we can't talk about integrity, y'all, without talking about faith. Y'all know that because God is the source of it. God is the source of our integrity. Yeah. And so let's look at this your part. Let's look at Proverbs 10:10-9. It says, whoever walks in integrity walks in security.
Yeah. That means if you're walking in integrity, you know that God got your back. Because you're walking in his will when you're walking in integrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And then Psalms 25:21 says, let integrity and uprightness preserve me.
Yeah. When you're walking in integrity, I mean, you're going to do what's right. When you're doing what's right, God going to keep you, going to preserve you, going to keep you in perfect peace when you keep your mind stayed on him.
Ooh. And here go the one that just, ooh, this hit me here, y'all. Anybody can relate to this. Don't get tired of doing good.
Yeah.
That's the same. Don't get weary in well doing. Yeah. Don't get tired of doing good. Integrity protects you. Even when it feels like it's breaking you, integrity protects you. Yeah. Yeah. And God, I'll tell you one thing I know for sure. God promotes integrity. Sometimes the delay is protection. Sometimes when God is delaying you and it's looking like it's not going the way you think it ought to go, sometimes that delay is protection. Yeah. And God, he promotes integrity. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about some ways. Hey, Sister Craft, how are you this evening? Yes. Okay. So, alrighty, then let's talk about, this is where we get practical, right? Let's get practical because there are 10 daily habits to build real integrity. Okay. Remember, we didn't say build perfection. We said build integrity. So one way that we can do it, number one, is to tell the truth the first time.
I like that. The first time.
Tell the truth the first time. Hey, sister, hey, cousin Nellie, all the way from Saginaw, Michigan. Hey, cousin. Tell the truth the first time, right? It's the lighter way. It's lighter that way when you tell the truth. And we try to tell our kids the same thing. Like, just tell the truth. Tell the truth the first time. And you know what my grandmother used to say? If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember the lie. Because if you tell the lie, you have to remember.
Remember what you lied about.
You have to remember the lie that you told. Okay? All right?
Keep your small promises. Number two, keep your small promises. If you promise to do something, just be a person of your word. Stand on what you said you're going to do. Keep your promises.
Yeah. And
promises are like snowballs. They're easy to make, but hard to keep. So keep your promises.
Yeah. And also it says big integrity grows from small seeds. Yeah. So you practice the small things of being of keeping your promises, then your integrity begins to grow. And then the third way, we're talking, y'all that just jumped on, we're talking about 10 habits to build real integrity.
10 daily habits.
10 daily habits to build real integrity. Okay, number 3 is to apologize quickly. Okay, not defensively and not with excuses. Apologize quickly. Okay. And y'all, it's never, ever, we never too big to apologize. Let's just say that. We should never get too big to apologize. Yeah. We should never get too big to apologize.
Number 4, reflect nightly. Just think about what you went through that day and how you could have done something differently to maintain or to secure your integrity. Reflect on that daily or nightly.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Michelle said, tell the truth. Yeah, the truth will set you free. Amen. Yes, it will. Okay. So number 5, set boundaries that protect your character. If it makes you compromise, it's not for you. Yeah.
Set boundaries. I like that.
Yeah. Set boundaries to protect your character. And again, if it makes you compromise, it's not for you. It's not for you. And y'all know that's really hard. And I'm gonna bring this up because we just watched it the other day, the P. Diddy special. And you had a lot of people that they compromised. They compromised for the sake of wanting fame and fortune and just being around this. But I'm telling you, if you have to compromise, it's not worth it. It's not for you. Because even if you get it, look at those people that did get it. Now circle back, full circle, they still are in turmoil. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Number 6, speak up respectfully when needed. When it's time to speak up to protect your integrity, don't be afraid to speak up and say what's on your mind. Yeah.
Because you know what? Silence can be dishonesty. And we I just talked about that with my siblings. So silence can be dishonesty if it's rooted in fear. And we want to make sure, and having integrity sometimes it's scary to speak up. Sometimes it's very scary to speak up. Yeah, you're right, Sister Robin. They have no peace. They didn't have any peace. Own up to your mistakes. That's right. We need to own up to our mistakes. That's how we building this integrity, y'all. Yeah. And integrity, again, it's not perfection, but it is it's making sure that your walk line up with your talk. Yeah, okay, number 7, practice ethical mindfulness. Okay? Practice ethical mindfulness. And I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. And y'all, I can tell y'all, whenever we were in a situation at the church, I had to practice ethical mindfulness. And that's just pause before reacting. You have to pause before you react, because, you know, we all, as humans, we are human, and we can get in our feelings. We can have just the tendency to want to snap back. But I tell you that, you know, pause before reacting in everything. Pause before you speak. Pause before you do anything. And take a deep breath and try to ground yourself before you do something that you'll regret.
I think that's a good place to think about your emotional intelligence when you're thinking about what you're going to say. Mm-hmm. You want to do it in a place of emotions where you're not too high or too low.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. What number we on? Number 8.
Avoid double lives. Be the same person everywhere.
Oh my God. That's a good one.
You shouldn't be this person over here and this person over here. You should be the same person everywhere you go.
That's right. And y'all, it's so much freedom, right? Freedom lives in consistency. Freedom lives in consistency. So if you consistently who you are, then that's just who you are. And, you know, I won't get into that. Okay, number 9. Surround yourself with honest people. Surround yourself with honest people, because integrity spreads, okay? So if you're around people that are lie, cheat, and scheme, then, you know, that could spread too. So be careful. Surround yourself with honest people, because integrity spreads. Own up to your mistakes. Yeah, truthfully, and tell the truth. The best. Yeah, absolutely. That is the best way.
It is.
I forgot to take this down. Okay.
And the last one, number 10, pray for courage. Integrity is spiritual warfare sometimes. Yes. It is. So you have to pray for God's help during those times.
Yes. Pray for courage.
Yeah.
And y'all, I wanted to just jump on tonight and just want to talk about integrity. I got to plug my book, y'all, The Cost of Integrity. And I wrote this book, a reflective piece. I was reflecting to make sure that, you know, for me, integrity is so personal. And it's personal because my family, that name, you know how they say that when you get a name, like my name is important to me. I was named after some very strong women, and I saw them have to go through things that a lot of us now wouldn't even have to be able to stand. And when my mom left this earth, and I talk about it in my book, my mom left here at 43, and I said that anything other than integrity would dishonor who she was. And I'm committed to honoring who she is and making sure that I'm walking in integrity. Am I perfect? Will I get it all right? No, I'm not perfect. I will not get it all right, but I will be as consistent as I know how to be. So if you haven't gotten the book, y'all, make sure y'all get the book, The Cost of Integrity. I love to hear some feedback on integrity and how it helps you. I've given some pointers on how to recognize different things and how to navigate this thing called integrity, because that, you know, at the end of the day, God is going to hold us accountable, and we'll have to give an answer to everything that we do in these bodies that he's given us. So that's it tonight, y'all, for Real Talk with the Taylor. Just wanted to plug my book, The Cost of Integrity. I just want to give our closing thought. Wait. I have an interactive challenge. Okay. So let me just be honest and be real, family. Integrity is not easy. It is costly. It is lonely, but it's holy. And it will shape your future more than any title, position, or platform ever will. Choose integrity even when it's inconvenient, even when it's uncelebrated, even when people misread you. God sees everything that you do. Okay? And so our challenge for this week. The challenge for this week is Tuesday. Your challenge for this week. Challenge for this week. Okay? Choose one area where you will walk in more integrity. Just one. Write it down, speak it out loud, and practice it daily. And I know what my one is. My one is going to be consistently with all of my siblings being able to tell the truth to either one of them. Okay, what's your closing thoughts?
And small steps become a lifestyle. The small steps become a lifestyle. My closing thought is integrity is where you draw the line at what you will not do. There should be a line drawn that you're not going to go over when it comes to your integrity.
And y'all, let's make sure, and especially if you're a believer, let's make sure that our walk line up with our talk. And we ain't say perfection, but the book is on sale. I have some copies with me, author copies, if you want to get a copy, but I have some that's on sale on Amazon. You can go to Amazon and they'll send it to you in 2 days if you have Amazon Prime. So get your book today. I think you'll be blessed. It blessed me to write it, and I think you'll be blessed. All right. Well, y'all, that's our talk tonight on integrity. Thank y'all for jumping on. We definitely appreciate it. Yes, 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 yes. All right. I forgot. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for getting on. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see y'all same time, same channel next week.
Have a good week, y'all.
Y'all go be great. Don't forget.
Be blessed.
Don't forget, y'all. Type in the chat. Integrity, integrity,
No,
integrity.
you take care of your cousin keys and your income tax, Cherie. Don't do that.
No, so you can. That's not integrity, Cherie.
Don't do that.
One small step.
From experience, don't do that.
Don't do it, Cherie. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, you can get it signed. I have a pen with me in my purse. Whenever I see you at church, wherever I see you, I'll be happy to sign it. Thank y'all for your support. I love y'all. I appreciate it. Good night.
Yes, it's on Amazon.
Yeah. Yes, it's on Amazon. Sister Webb got hers already. Good night. Good night, Sister Toy. Love you. Good night, Sister Craft. Love y'all. Have a good one. Thanks for jumping on. So let's talk about it.